Okay, hello everyone. This is Chris Marie coming to you from Queen Marie Glitters. And I just wanted to do the tutorial that I promised and not do it live because we have so many other lives coming up. And this is going to be a fairly quick one. I forgot one thing, but that's fine. I will grab that. It will only take a minute. But for now, you're going to need some gloves, and they have to be nitrile because you're going to be using acetaminophen. Can you tell I have Tylenol in the brain? Okay, so you need nitrile gloves. You need a mask because you're going to be warming this up, and that will release fumes. You're going to need acetone. I put my acetone in this little squirt bottle. I buy these at Dollar Tree or Walmart. Wherever you want to buy them, you can buy them. And then I have this handy dandy little tool so that I can score the actual paint and epoxy because we're going to strip this tumbler. So to me, it's easier to score it with a razor. So I have that, and then I have this scraper. It's a Nicapa scraper, and I believe that I got it at Hobby Lobby. I'm fairly certain. It actually looks like a little spatula. It's pretty cool looking, and I use it frequently for stripping cups and other stuff. And then I have a paint scraper, and I think this is a 3-inch paint scraper, pretty sure. Maybe it's a 2, but I think it's a 3. Anyway, whatever you prefer. And then I always have paper towels, a container. I don't know if you can see this. I just really love the little shoe boxes, the plastic shoe boxes. And I put all kinds of stuff in those. And so I have a container of paper towels here at my desk, and I have one over by my turners. And of course your acetone. I always keep extra gloves. This is my little glove bag over here. I always have extra gloves next to me. And you're going to need a heat gun. Now, personally, I have found that the little hand dryers are not as effective as doing what we're going to do. But I suppose if that's what you have, you could very well use that. Now, I would not recommend using a torch because a torch is literally going to burn this epoxy that's already been settled. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to move this so that camera's going to jiggle a little bit. So just bear with me, please. There you go. Okay, so because my cord just wasn't quite long enough. So this is what I do. And I have tried, let me just tell you, I have tried the bucket method where you wrap your cup up in acetone and paper towels and aluminum foil, and then you leave it in there overnight with lid on, etc., etc. I have tried all of that. So this is my favorite way to strip a cup, especially when I'm in a hurry, because it's quick and easy. And so I just have I buy a lot of dollar store tissue paper because it comes in handy for so many things. You can wrap your tumblers in parchment paper first, and then this to protect them. You know, when you ship them to people, you can use it for Christmas presents, gifts, whatever you want to use it for your personal use. I put it down to catch some of this epoxy that's going to be scraped off here. So I get it at the Dollar Tree. You can get any color you want to. I have various different colors. I have one of those little fabric cubes that go on those cube shelves, and this is for later. And I just, leave it there. So I'm going to just keep this here, and we're going to get started. So now I have already scored my cup, and I'm sure all of you know what I mean by score. You just take your blade, and you literally score the epoxy. And I have scored it in multiple places. So I typically like to go around as well. Now this cup is a very thin one as far as the epoxy because it's literally painted. It has a transfer on it and it's sealed. So this one's not going to be as challenging as some of the other cups that I've stripped out or burnt off, whatever you want to call them. So here we go. That's all there is to it. Now what I typically do is I start here at this center line where it's scored in the center there, and I just start heating it up, and you'll see, hopefully you'll be able to see it'll bubble a little bit, and if not, it's okay. because it's really easy. Once it gets hot, or warm, I mean. So we're going to set it here because I don't want my hand to get hot. We're just going to set it here. And it'll start to shift a little bit because it gets warm. And you can see it. I usually don't let it get that warm because then it will start to smoke and you have fumes. I typically do about like that, and then I just take my scraper and get it in there and it scrapes down. See that? I didn't get it hot enough because I'm worried about you guys hearing me. So that's how that works, and that is hot, let me tell you. So here you go. Let's try it again. I like doing like the top half first and then the bottom. I don't know why. But anyway, so this is how you do this. I'm going to show you a couple of sections, and then we're going to move forward with the next thing. So do you see how easy that's coming off of there? Yeah, this thing slips. I forgot to put a gripper under it. I usually have one of those shelf paper gripping things. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to keep on going and get like this whole little section, and then we're going to put it at the bottom. So here you go. I also usually have it closer to me. Hopefully you can see that. Usually I can do a cup in about 20 minutes when I'm not busy, you know, trying to do it in sections and such to show people. And that is, for the most part, getting all of the epoxy and most of the paint off. Now, you will have another step, which is what the other tumbler is sitting here for, to get the paint off. And this is not as hard as it looks, trust me. It's very easy to do this. You're literally just warming it up and picking and scraping it off. And this is how my preference, but like I said, I am reaching and I'm not getting it as hot as I typically would. So let me do another section, but look at that. So let me do another section, and just to show you how easy this truly is. And how easy it comes off. Now be careful when you do this because the stainless steel does get hot. So typically I do like the bottom half and then I let it cool off. And then I move on to like the other half of the cup. I flip it over and do the bottom. So this is actually somewhat therapeutic, I might add too. So it's starting to pull up right there. I don't know if you can see that. And look how easy that comes off. And so you just keep doing that. You just keep going around the tumbler. And look at how much of that we have off already. Let's go ahead and do one more. I know I said one more, but let's do another one. I really enjoy stripping these because I know that I get to start a new art, you know, a new idea on a tumbler. I was really disappointed this cup didn't sell, truly, but we did have a couple cancellations for craft fairs because of the wonderful COVID virus, and so maybe it would have sold at one of those. Now, can you see that, how that epoxy has bubbled off? That's how hot these heat guns get. And see, it's even bubbling over here. So, you might as well get the paint off while you're in that area. And since it's, you know, basically melting off anyway. And like I said, this tumbler actually has very little on it because this one was primed and cleaned and primed and hand painted by me. So it just needed epoxy, that was it. So I'm going to do this little square here, and then we're going to call this tumbler good. And I want to go on to show you something else. I don't want this video that long. You don't need to watch me do all this entire cup. This is self-explanatory. So here we go. Okay, so there we go. That's what we got off in that tumbler in about 8 minutes. Okay, and then I'm going to show you the next step right now, okay? So I'm just going to get this out of the way. So just give me a minute to move this because I don't need this. And then let me do this. Get this over here. I'll be right back. I need to get one thing out of my container. Finding the container at the moment is the trick, though. So, let me get this. Okay, I had to go to the kitchen. My office is in shambles right now because we're getting ready to put shelves up, so I can't really find anything but glitter. So here we go. Now this is the easy way. I promise you this is the easy way to do this. So I have a lot of washcloths and stuff, towels, hand towels, old things, okay? So what I do is I take a stack of paper towels and I just put them down on my desk area. And then this is a tumbler that was stripped. And now this is the next phase. All of the paint did not come off, so this is the next phase. All you need for this are nitrile gloves, acetone, and these 3M green scratchies. Now, I like to cut them in half because I think I have better control over them. You do whatever you want. And an old rag, or you can use paper towels, but I find something with roughness, a little bit of roughness, like the terry cloth washcloths seem to work better because, you know, they're elevated and they can help get the paint off. So let's get started on this because this is the fun part. Again, this is the part where, oh my goodness, the fun starts. So I just lay my 3M on there, just like that. And I pop the lid off, you know, just pop that right off there. And I sprinkle some on my 3M pad. Don't really care where it goes because am covered. And then you literally just scratch it off. Literally, it just comes right off almost. Just a tad bit of pressure and it just moves itself. Now the good thing about this is that once you get it lifted, even in the thicker spots, like here, right here where it was really, really thick, you can see, look at that. It just comes right off. And so, and you don't even clean it right now. Right now, you're just getting the paint loosened. So we got all of that loosened. So let's just keep right on moving around here. We'll probably do the whole top and then we'll stop and I'll show you what I do next. Okay, so there you have it. Look at all of that moving off of there. Just from dumping it on top of the 3M pad. Okay. Now you're going to find your own way to do this. That's obvious. We all find our own ways. This is my favorite way. I believe it's the quickest. I believe these are amazing at getting the you know, the old paint off once you've removed the epoxy. So whatever's left, I just use this. And if there's any little chunks of epoxy left on, I use this or I use this and it comes right off. Okay, so now I just want to show you something here because you don't need to see me do this whole thing. This is not rocket science. So I'm going to set this down on my paper towel that I have sitting here. And then I am just going to put some acetone on my washcloth. And look at that. Look at how easy that is. Yeah, there's a few spots that we need to go over again, but I mean, in the whole of it, in the whole scheme of this tumbler, look at how quick that was. And all because of the green scratchy and the acetone. It's that simple. So, you know, sometimes in life when we're doing these things, especially craft, this stuff is not cheap. Simple is better, so just keep that in mind. And I really do hope you guys have found this useful. So please like, you know, our page, our videos. Join us on Facebook if you're not currently on our Facebook page. That's Queen Marie Glitters VIP on Facebook. And let us know what you need. Well, what kind of tutorials you want. I know we have a couple more coming up in the near future. And we look forward to getting everybody together to do crafts. So here you go. Heat and scrape. And scratch and scrape. Scratch and wipe. There you go. Everybody have a great night. Thanks.